Good morning, AP Lit. This is Mrs. Newman checking in. Look at me. I got up for you guys. Now, hopefully you're doing well. I'm checking to make sure that everyone has had a nice, relaxing spring break. I know it's been kind of a crazy spring break, but hopefully, you know, being seniors and you guys can catch your breath, be a little reflective. Hopefully you're enjoying the weather. That's about the only thing I can think is our saving grace is getting outside and getting some fresh air. So if you haven't done that, make sure you do that. So I want to kind of switch it up a little bit this week. I'm going to shoot you this video. We have a lot of changes coming. If you looked at my last video, it talked about the AP, and on the Google Classroom, I had the AP College Board link. Friday, there's going to be several detailed announcements that are going to be coming up from College Board about what this test is going to look like. We know it's going to be short. We know it's going to be 45 minutes. We know it's going to be online. It's just kind of nuts. So what I want to do is proceed with the first part, which is your assignment. Really a big assignment for me this week is the poetry bracket. I need you to look at side B. So if you go back to the March 13th, the bracket's there. Most of you have voted on side A. I have one of you AP Litters that didn't. I just shot you an email, so check your emails because I had one of you that did not vote. So I do need you to make sure you all vote by Friday on side B. And then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna work with this poetry, and I'll release all the announcements of like who won and who advanced in the bracket. But I want to make sure that I'm getting everyone. So just pull them up, read them. What do you think? Kind of practicing. I hate to tell you, I have a really bad vibe that it's going to be this poetry because they're going to take one of them. It's going to be poetry or prose as what I'm putting my money on for this test. So we got to keep practicing the poetry. Online, the AP Central has already released some practice live classroom techniques, some live classes that they're putting on. They started last week in spring break. I'm gonna have you watch some of them, but not yet. We're gonna wait and see how this week progresses. And then we're gonna get on and do some discussion. We need to do a Google Meet here and talk. So what I need you to do right now is this week is pull up on the poetry bracket, pull it up, click on the links and decide which one you like better and vote for it and vote for it and vote for it. So you got to vote for them all together. So kind of keep them tallied and then go through and click on those. So the goal is these poems aren't going away. You're voting for which ones you want to advance, and I'll update that. And then that way, when we get to the second round, we're going to go the next step with it. And that's where I think this AP Classroom is going to come into play with what the College Board's releasing. So I did have to tape this twice already because my own children love to be on the videos. So we're now going to make it an entire video with no children. No one is crying in the background, no one's laughing, no one's fighting. So we're gonna survive this one, check. So I think that's all my notes. So by Friday, round one, side B of the poetry, so you can read a couple poems a day, the vote on it. And then I'll probably, I think we kind of need to move on from our independent reading. It was supposed to go through this past week. And so I think what we're gonna do is do some of this poetry. So I'll post an assignment later this week. I'll get on and give you another video assignment once I know what I want to do with it. But again, I'm waiting a lot on this. I'm in a holding pattern on AP College Board. So be safe, take care of yourselves. You guys should all FaceTime each other. All my kids are doing all the Zooms. They get on and they do fun Zooms, talk to their friends. So whatever, just make sure you stay social. Don't get locked up in your classroom. Not your classroom, your bedroom. Be all like Heidi. If you have questions, shoot me an email if you need anything, and then we'll set up some times here to do some Google Meets here in the next week or so. Take care of yourselves, and if you need anything, shoot me an email. Bye, guys.